Snowflake just launched an Openflow connector for Box at this year's Snowflake Summit. I'm Alex Novotny, Senior Developer Advocate here at Box. Let's jump in and see what the connector can do. If you aren't familiar with Snowflake, they are a top-tier cloud data storage provider. They also have a suite of AI features that allow your enterprise to gain insights across all of your content silos. If you'd like to find out more information, make sure to check out their website at snowflake.com. For my demonstration of the new Snowflake Openflow connector for Box, I'm going to show off two ways you can use your Box content within the platform. Both are related to metadata and contracts. For the first process, we're going to use Box AI to extract metadata from files based on a previously set up Box metadata template. Snowflake will ingest that data into a Snowflake database table, where you could then combine that data with other tables in your instance. The second part builds on top of the first part, allowing you to enrich the metadata that is within Snowflake and then write it back to a new metadata template that we've created in Box. Let's check it out. So previous to now, we've already deployed Openflow and created a runtime for the Box demo. And in the connector gallery, you can see the Box connectors, and I've already installed and configured them. And if you want instructions on these process of setting up a runtime or setting up the Box connectors, make sure to check out the Snowflake documentation over on their site linked below. Now, let's jump over to Box and see the folder structure that we're going to be working with. I have a couple of folders, one private and one public, and inside are some demo contracts. And again, the first use case is to use Box AI to extract metadata from the contracts and then import that data into a Snowflake database table. Let's go into a contract and show what type of data that we want to extract. For example, dates, names, parties, etc. Now that I've shown this, let's head over to the Openflow canvas and show you how to run this process. Let's go into the first connector and check out the parameter section. One of the parameters is a table name called ingested_metadata. And this is the table that we're going to be putting our Box metadata in. Looking at the table schema in Snowsight, the table column names map back to Box metadata keys. In addition to those, I also have a column for the Box file ID, and we have a column called Is this doc a contract, which is going to help us identify whether or not some of these documents are actually contracts. The connector put one row per file in Box using Box AI to create that metadata. And if we look at the table, we can see that some of these documents are in fact not contracts. I also want to point out, this is just a regular Snowflake database table, meaning you can mash this data up with any other data in your Snowflake instance. Now on to the second part. After bringing in Box metadata, I would like to enrich that data using custom business logic, then write it back to Box using another Openflow connector. In this new table, I have three columns, the Box file ID, is this file a contract, as well as a new field called contract pre-approved, which will be true or false based on our custom business logic. And in this demo, the logic is pretty simple. Basically, I want it to pre-approve contracts that are with vertical net. Looking at the second connector parameters, you'll notice there is an enriched metadata stream. And this is what allows Snowflake to automate the process of updating the data in Box based on the table changes. Now, let's look at a vertical net file, which should show that the file is in fact a contract and that it is approved. And as we see here, that's exactly what it shows. As you can see from the demo today, combining Box and Snowflake is very powerful. It allows you to take content that is just sitting in your Box account and 100xing its value. And while today I showed a metadata example, you can imagine using Snowflake and Box alongside other systems as part of a larger agentic workflow, solving problems in financial services or field service reports.